So this is part 2 of the full burnt mead that we did about a month ago now. And yeah, we're bottling it and we're going to try it. Oh yeah, because as you recall, I made some part burnt mead and that was so tasty that this is the only bottle left. I did give one away, a mini one, but yeah, it was so tasty that I had to sample quite a lot of it. And I didn't let it age because mead doesn't really need aging, so they say. But this one has been aging and I'm hoping it's going to be lovely for Christmas. So, oh yeah! So I've even got some of these really nice cider bottles. I got gifted them. Funny enough, they were in a church. And they were clearing out the church and someone thought he would love them. So they got me them. So fantastic. So these have been sterilized and they're pretty tasty. And here is the full burnt mead. It looks pretty good actually. It's a nice color. So yummy. So I've got myself a siphon tube. I'm using a nice thin one, mainly because, funny enough, I'm not doing a huge batch, so I don't need the big siphon. Little siphon better for small things. So take this off. I've already tested it with a hydrometer and it is dry. I like it. So I'll pop you in. And just give it a little suck. And it's away. Ooh. That is the cool thing about a really small tube, is that you don't really need to do a lot for it to already come out. But it does take a little while, which is pretty awesome. So you may have noticed that it's been a week since my last video, because I've been doing this exercise thing of doing insanity, and honestly it's been kicking my butt really badly. You know, for the first few days I couldn't move pretty much, but I carried on, and today is the second week. So that's pretty cool. So just in case you were wondering, and I've got this tasty mead which I am looking forward to trying. So this is going to be fun. We are nearly done with the 4 bottles. These are litre bottles, just in case you didn't know. So there's 4 litres, slightly over because I filled them right to the top. Because, well, why not? Because I can. We've got a little funnily thing here, because, you know, it's not enough for a bottle, but it'll be enough to have a little sample later on, which is going to be awesome, because I like sampling. Sampling is good. And have my glass. It's my faithful trying glass. And hell yeah. So, fair enough, if you lift it a little bit high, it starts losing the siphon. Go, go! There we go. Now, as you may notice, I haven't degassed the mead. That's because I haven't added any sulfides into it. Because, well, you know, I don't really like adding them. And just something else to add in that you don't really need to, as long as everything is sterile. So that's enough to give us a little sample. And then I'll put this here and let this go. So it'll go somewhere around there. So check out that colour. It looks really, really good. Which I'm really looking forward to. So we have, check these. These look pretty cool. So like I said, they haven't been degassed. So the good thing about this is it's going to create its own atmosphere. So once these lids are on tight, as they are, just give them a little shake, like so. And funny enough, a lot of the gas is going to separate and make a little atmosphere there, and then you can just do that. Pushes out the excess air. Saves having to oxygenate it and all sorts of weird stuff. And it is working. It is going. Yeah, here it is. Check that. Get to see the last of it. And this tiny little siphon tube, because I bought a few meters of it to make sure I had excess, so I can do larger ones and smaller ones and all sorts. But you can see, hasn't disturbed the sediment, and it's really close to the bottom. So you get the maximum amount out by using this tiny little, I think it's 3mm inside diameter, just if you were curious and wanted to know. So let's give this puppy a go. Oh, this smells a lot like, sort of like a honey golden syrup. Oh, it smells really good. I may like this more than I liked the part burnt mead. There's only one way to find out. Ooh, actually, I think I do like this one more. Give it a little swirl, just make sure it's all degassed. Let's give it another try. That's pretty good. So, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting this to be more kind of burntish and stuff, but this is really, really good. I mean, I know the bottles are slightly different, but you can see the colour difference. You know, this is actually slightly darker. And funny enough, I've got a bottle of the original. So we've got the light mead, which was just literally like the old school mead, which is, funny enough, just honey, water, and then you add in yeast, no yeast nutrient, and it ferments away to about 9%, leaving the rest of the sugars in there, mainly because we maxed out the capabilities of the yeast. So this is good if you like something sweet. This is, like I've been told, because I give bottles away, this is like a traditional mead. It's sweet and it's honey-like and it's nice, if you like sweet mead. Then we made this one, which was part burnt, and this was really tasty because it had the, funny enough, one jar of burnt mead, which we made, and then the other 2 jars were, funny enough, just normal honey, just added in, and it's a really nice complement of each one. But this is dry. I mean, this is bone dry, so really depends. Now we've got the latest one, which is a full burnt, which is all of the jars burnt, and I have to say, I think I like this one the most. It smells really good. It's like a mixture of golden syrup and honey. It's alcoholic, funny that, and it's also bone dry, so that is good. That is really good. You can really taste the honey, and it tastes golden and completely different to the other 2 that I've made in the past. So, oh god, it's so difficult to decide, but this is a pretty damn nice mead, especially for, again, just using the cheap under £5 for the honey. I mean, normally when you're making mead, you use the best honey you can buy, and instead of that, we just made cheap honey better. In my opinion, it is really, really quite good. To the point where I don't see this lasting very long. I'll just put you up there, because we don't need you anymore. Ah, poor Demi-John. But, as you can tell, it's got bubbles in it, so it is very slightly carbonated as we speak, but it's going to disappear. The bubbles will come out of here and here. I mean, you may need to shake it a few times, but basically, it's better to degas in the bottle if you're perfectly clear. See, you can hear it. It gives you a good atmosphere. It's awesome. I mean, check out that colour. I mean, that looks like mead. If I didn't know what it was made with, you know, the really cheap jars, I mean, check it out. This is what you bought originally, and, you know, just did, and this is what you can end up with. I'm very impressed for the £5 worth of mead. £5 worth of mead? The £5 worth of honey that we put into it. It is, I know I keep saying this in every one. This part burnt mead, this is fantastic. I really love it because I mainly drank all of it because it was so tasty, and it was just like I like it. It's dry, it's fantastic, it's, you know, but then again, it's a nice colour. But this is a dark golden colour. It tastes like honey and golden syrup mixed together, and it was, you know, like $4.75. You know, under a fiver for 3 jars of honey. It makes a 13% mead that looks like a fantastically expensive mead. I mean, it really does look really expensive. This is damn awesome. I mean, check that. What can I say? I'm very easily pleased, especially when it comes to mead. I was going to suggest, if I'm going to say, like, if you're going to try any alcohol to start off with, go out, pick up some honey, you know, just cheap honey from Aldi, the set honey, not the runny honey. Though I haven't tried runny honey, maybe we should try that. But I am so impressed with that I am going to be making a 5-gallon batch, which, you know, I'll go through the process, but it's just going to be awesome. And yeah, I'm very, very impressed. Awesome. So apart from me going, it's so good, and this just tasting so epic, I mean, that tastes really, really good. I mean, I can't say how good it tastes because it's just insane. From the original yeast, the original honey. It's just high on life, and drunk on honey. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. It's been a pleasure making this video, and it's been a pleasure tasting the spoils. It only gets better with age, but you can drink it straight out, as you've seen, and I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to, well, alcohol. I like my alcohol tasty, so normally you have to age it, but I can drink this as soon as the yeast is dropped without any sulfides or any clearing agents. It's good to drink. I like it, but I'm a dry junkie. I love my stuff dry. So enjoy, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did, and I'll catch you later. Catch you in the next one.